are going to create this very animation. So how did I go about this? Please open up a new slide, delete everything, and go to Insert, Shapes, and you can select a rectangle or a line. Let's make a line. It might be easier to create and work with that. And I'll create a line which will be long like the entire slide. Okay, once I have the line, I'll go to Format, Align, Align Center. So it's in the middle. Now I need to work on the color. I want Shape Outline black. I'll click once again on Shape Outline, the weight, and I'll select about 3 points should be enough. My first animation, as I open my animation pane, should be a simple zoom onto this object. Please click on the object, select more animations, more entrance effects, and select the very basic zoom. Alright, this looks very decent. So we have this first animation which happens on click. I want to set it right away, right click, to start with previous. When this happens, I would also like this to turn clockwise. So how to do this? Because I can select add animation and I can select spin. But if I do this, this entire object spins around. Well, you probably can imagine that not only I will set it with previous, but I'll double click. I'll go to my effects options, and instead of 360 clockwise, I want to select quarter of a spin because I want it sideways. Quarter spin. Okay, let's maybe smooth the end. Oh, this animation is too long. Let's press OK and definitely click on this animation and the duration maybe 0.75. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, beautiful. A very swift, clean and quick animation. I'll double click just to make sure that I have my smooth end. Okay, I could smooth it even more. Basically, we can smooth it to the maximum amount so it gets a nice smooth at the end. I can eventually take it and make the duration 1 second. Alright, my next step, what I wanted to do, and this will be super important, look at that. If I select the line, as it happens here, I would like it to go up and down. And now we have to use our imagination. Please, once you have those two animations, click on Add Animation and Add Line. Why am I telling you that you need to use your imagination? Look at that. We have this straight connector. I'll once again select right click with previous. I will lower the duration to about half a second because I want this to be a very quick animation. I'll set the delay to 0.75 so it happens after those two animations. I'll go to Effect. I'll make a smooth end. And now listen. I need to remember that the second animation is turning this object clockwise. Since I added this animation, you can see I have a green and a red dot. This dot indicates where this object should be afterwards. You can see it looks as it would not turn, but you need to remember that PowerPoint is showing us the preview of the actual object it has. Since PowerPoint has this object, it will not show us the turning. Let me show you. So I just need to remember that once those two animations finish, this object will go to this point. In my case, this point will be a bit above the original point. Just a tiny bit, like that. And now watch what happens. Boom! And we have it. That's how we create the first part of this animation. Now you can click on the line, you can press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V to paste it. You want to make sure that you will place it exactly in the same place. You can do this with the keyboard, and you need to remember that in the red animation you need to place it down. It should happen to the bottom, not to the top side. I'll press my Shift key, and now I want to make sure that this object, Format, Align, Align Center. This is a very tricky, unique, but still very advanced part, which much people would have problems to do in PowerPoint, but surely if you go slow about that, you will be able to replicate the steps. Once you finish those two lines, they should have an animation like that. I'll press on the first animation and I'll select Play From. Beautiful. And I'll Ctrl C and Ctrl V this slide, and I'll continue my work onto the next slide, because I would like to have a safe copy of this, because this is such a cool animation. Okay, here will come the far easier part. Press Insert Text Box, I'll select Alt 1, my shortcut, and maybe Minimal. I need to change the font immediately to something different because this looks completely ugly. I'll click on that, I'll make this a bit bigger with my Control key, maybe even bigger. Okay, let's do it like that. And I want separate boxes for each text. Minimal, title, opener. Alright, it's getting somewhere. So I have those 3 text boxes. I want to select 1, 2, 3. I want to go to animations and again select fly in. Of course, I would like them to fly in from the top side. So I'll select effect options from top. Now I can go over to those animations. Right click with previous. When it comes to the delay, it depends how you want it. 0.75, 0.9 and 1.1. So they'll have a small delay between them. You can then double click on it, effects, and again smooth the end. In this case, I'm always smoothing the end to the maximum amount because I really like when the animations slowly fade into their place. Okay, this would be how this animation currently looks. Really beautiful, and you can imagine what we will do next. I want to cover up the top part. Insert, Alt 2, insert a rectangle like that. I want it just to cover the text. Shape outline, no outline, shape fill, exactly as the background. Alright, but now we don't see those lines. I just need to remember where everything is. I'll select this big box, right click, send to back, and now everything would be okay. Also the text needs to be behind the box, so also the text. Right click, send to back. Right now I can preview the animation. It starts to get beautiful. Maybe this a bit higher, maybe, and this is just a matter of simple adjustments. I'll go to animation and maybe with my shift key make the animations a tiny bit longer because they were happening too quick. And I wanted also to have lines on the left side. Let me preview what we did before. Yeah, those lines nicely spread out. The way I did this, I selected a simple line, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I made the line smaller. I'm keeping the same width and I placed it here. Now I want to delete the straight connector animation and this yellow animation, and we have the basic zoom, but you know what? I'll select the split animation. I'll click on effect options and I'll make a horizontal out. Look at that, very beautiful. Now I can simply delay it, maybe raise the duration, and it should happen somewhere together with the text boxes. Okay, it's too slow and too late. Make it less delayed, make it quicker. You don't have to make the animation exactly like this. I just want to show you how I'm approaching to create this. Alright, it's nearly there. I'll make this a bit longer. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'll try to place it in the same way, but on the right side. And now it's a matter of playing everything through. Beautiful. In my opinion, those kinetic typography projects in PowerPoint are difficult to make. So it's a matter of making a few mistakes, but you can start slowly with, for example, making those lines, which is the most important part of this animation. It's the most difficult part, and what comes next is just adding the text, covering up with this big box, and those elements on the left and right are just additional elements to give everything a bit more flavor. Let me know if you did like this project, and I'll see you in other lessons.